Hello, today we're gonna be making a cute simple whale. I'm gonna start with a rough sketch of the whale. This is just the reference for the sculpting process, so we have an idea on the shapes and what it looks like the outline, and what we can use for the Nomad sculpt. This is a sculpting video and not a drawing video, so I'll put the drawing into a time lapse. That'd be much quicker. We're gonna start off with a default sphere, and then we can add the fins after. I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3 cylinders, as we're going to mirror the fins, and then the one on top is not mirrored, so that's 5 cylinders. Mirror this, so these are the fins. Then we can validate. Actually, let me make this a little thicker, and then we can validate. This smooth. You can just drag this more, make this smaller, drag this more. And we can add the tail. We can also use another cylinder, drag it to the back, make it thinner. Mirror. I don't know why the mirror made it not make the gizmo appear, but I think it's a bug. And we could shape this fin. Like this. Make it slightly smaller, maybe slightly thicker, because once we smooth it out, it will make it thinner. So it's better to make it a little thicker than you want. And then now we can validate and smooth. You can just drag this closer, and then drag it to shape like fins. Drop it here. Now it looks like fins. And shape it more like fish fins. Make it a little wider, and then we could voxel and smooth. And then voxel and smooth. You can actually voxel this and smooth too. Now we can add the fin on top, just using cylinder again, and make this outside the mirror. Rotate. We can use this tool to snap it so it's vertical, like perfectly vertical. And make it smaller, because it's a tiny fin. slightly, you can make it slightly fatter, and then slightly more fatter. Okay, you can validate and then smooth. And then we can drag this little more to the top. This slightly inwards. And then we can voxel and smooth. Voxel and then smooth. You can use the drag tool to make it, to shape it more. And then voxel and smooth. You can lower the resolution so it's easier to, if you want it to be faster. Always like using smaller resolutions, especially for like simple shapes. You can see now it's easier to smooth. Like if you smooth it, it's smoother edges instead of the square type. Voxel and smooth. Can add ice, use the UV sphere so it's different, then mirror this, make it smaller, put it here to near the face, and we don't need to validate because we're not shaping it. Oh yeah, we should rename this so it doesn't get lost. Top fin. This is eyes. Body. Back fins. And then flip. Just cut fins here. Fina. We can add the mouth. Let's add a sphere for it. Doesn't show. Okay. If it doesn't show, you can just go to another tool and go back to Gizmo, because it's very buggy. But that's okay because this app is pretty good for what it is, like an iPad sculpting tool. It's really good. It's pretty powerful. And just shape it to be like a mouse. Let's make it wider. And can validate it to shape it more. Let's drag this down, drag this up, drag it down, shape it more. Can inflate the head a little more. Oh, it's too strong, but let's do a smaller intensity. Yeah, that's better. We can just pull out the eyes so it doesn't look too bad. And then voxel it, make it smaller so it's easier to smooth. And it's beginning to look cute. That's how we want it. Move this, just make it look not off. So we move things around to make it look good. Oh, let's pull this closer. Make it slightly bigger maybe. Do it a little more, two separate the fins. And once it looks good, actually the mouth looks a little off, I can inflate the lips, make this slightly, add the lips here, and then we could use the smooth tool to inflate this a little more here. Smooth. Could merge the fins if it looks good. Maybe make it smaller, because I think smaller hands makes it cute. And then look around to make it balance. I think it looks cute and good. Actually, we can make this a little thicker. And voxel it to a smaller shape so it becomes easier to smooth. Smooth and shape. Make it thicker. And then smooth. You can use the inflate tool more to make it, to shape it more. And drag. So we want this to be slightly round or leaf shaped. And that looks so much better. Smooth and voxel. Okay, I think we're good with actually, let me add this more here. So once it looks good, we can, the back fins, we can validate. So once it gets validated, it becomes its own shape, like this, and then we can merge it to the body and voxel it. Actually, voxel it to maybe 250, and then we can use the smooth tool. I think the top fin also looks good, so we can voxel and merge it. Double check. Yeah, that looks good. Voxel and then smooth. I think the fins also look good, so I'm going to voxel merge it. Oh, trying to rotate a little more. Oh, it's because the snap is turned on, so now we can slowly adjust. This is touching the mouth, so I'm trying to make it further back like this. I'm trying to think if I should merge the mouth to the body, but if I do that, it will like blend. So let's see, I can smooth this more so the mouth is wider. I think the mouth, oh yeah. If you see like weird things happening, it was because it was mirrored. Okay, so the chin is like mouth like for the whale. drag this downwards like the mouse. It's exactly like our reference. Then pull the eyes a little more to the back. Now we can use the smooth tool for the mouse. Now that it's slightly off the body, let's see. I think the lower jaw needs more volume. Just slightly add more volume to it, like this, and then I can add more volume to the top. Because right now it's like fat here, and we want it fat forward. So we can move this around the top view and make this bigger. Make this bigger too. Now we can't see the eyes, but we can easily pull that forward. Right now we just want it to be head top or top heavy. Shape it forward, and that looks better, but we could shape it more and turn it around to see if it looks good. That looks better. Pull the eyes forward. We can make the forehead a little forward too. Drag the fin down more. It's too strong. Let's see. Just shape it around with a smooth tool, and then voxel. Oh, this is why this is 700. We wanted 250. Okay. Okay. And I think we can merge the fins with the body once we finalize what it looks like. But actually I think I'd rather not. We'll see. I think it looks okay for now, but we should be able to merge the mouth and the body. I am going to clone this just in case, and then we can merge the body and the mouth. So just in case I don't like the merge, at least we can have a way to go back. Actually, before that, I want it to be more of a mouse, because you can see once we merged it, it actually doesn't look as mouthy. Deflate. I use a deflate tool. Okay. Now We can do that again. Clone. Merge the mouth to the body. And voxel. I think I voxel by a lot. No, I don't want too much. Maybe 400. Okay, and then we can smooth the lower belly so it doesn't look separated. Just use the smooth tool. Now we can color. Let's go to color and then color this slightly blue, maybe. Like that. Can just paint all of it. The eyes, we can use black. Then we can use the brush tool. Brush, or paint tool, sorry. You can do the intensity to really low, because you can see even though we have it at 1%, this is very strong. So what I do is I'd like to let me remove the grid. I'd like to use the eyedropper tool so you get that color but not as intense. Let me copy this. Okay, and just merge it like this. Then we could go with a darker color now. Let's go darker. This is slightly just darker. So this is like a chibi version of a humpback whale. And smooth out the colors. This one showing up. And then like this. Trying to make it not as smooth. I wish there was a option to not make it as smooth as this one, but it's fine. It's just basic sculpting. I think I should be able to add like creases here. Let me make it not as strong. Yeah. Let's do a line here and then another line here. There. Looks cute. Let me paint this more because now we see a separation of colors even though we don't want the separation. There we have the whale. It's a cute whale. Make this darker. can make the background like the ocean. Maybe, well, no, it might be too blue, but yeah, it's a cute whale. Make it smooth more. I think this is better if the paint was better, but if we can 3D print this and then paint it after, it will look so much cuter. But here's the whale. I hope you like the progress or process, and let me know what I can improve on, or you can even suggest on what animal we could do next, or creature, or object. I just find the cute animals to be fun to make, but let me know. I'm open for suggestions, but hopefully you like this. Kind of wish the whale was smiling, but maybe we can make it smile like this. But that's okay. Can be a sad whale.